10 entries here this evening in the Super Farm class. Stan Warda will be up next, followed by Tony Seatsma, then Lee Butts, the next three competitors. Tonight's show also sponsored by Wix Filters, generation of motorsports champions that trusted the Wix name. Wix Filters are track tested and proven at all levels of truck and tractor pulling, stock car, dirt track, off-road, and drag racing. That's Wix Filters. Stan Warda, the Hammer and Hank, 1984 National 3688, another great national competitor joining us here tonight. Almost 50 years of pulling experience at the helm, multiple-time Region 2 champion, also a grand national champion back in 2018, and national indoor tractor pulling champion in 2019. So a very decorated competitor here, pulling with us tonight, not too far away out of Berrien Springs, Michigan. Won here last year. Our winner here at the pole last year, trying to win it again. Not too far away pole for him before he jumps back on the Grand National circuit out in Rockwell, Iowa, here this weekend, like all the other Grand National competitors that are running here tonight. Green lights, green flags, 334 and 88, the mark to beat. Out there in the mix, really nice run there for Hammer and Hank. It'll be up towards the top of the mix there. 3, 2, 8, and 21. 3, 2, 8, and 21. Get number 3 so far. 3, 2, 8, and 21. Join us a little bit. We'll be one of our friends from Beck's Hybrids. Beck's Hybrids is one of our good sponsors throughout the season since 1937. Beck's has stood up for the things that matter most: faith, independence, and helping farmers succeed. Again, last Brett Morehouse from Beck's joining us here in between the first couple of hooks, the first couple of classes. Up next, John Deere puller Tony Seatsma, the Wolverine Deere, next to hook out of Allendale, Michigan, another Grand National competitor here tonight. 4-time regional national champion. Been running Grand National now for the last sets of years here, and running Grand National so far this season. So they'll be heading to Iowa here after tonight's show to get ready to run here this weekend at the North Iowa Nationals. 3:34 and 88. Jody Shandorf in the Risky Business still leading. That 310-foot range right there. Wolverine Deer, John Deere, good up for him, Tony Seatsma. $311 and 65, just in front of the Green Energy John Deere there. $311 and 65. So he'll sneak into the number 4 spot by about 6 inches there. $311.65 for Tony Seatsma. Hotshot Secret is the number 1 fastest growing automotive lubricant manufacturer in the U.S. for a reason. They engineer high quality products that actually do what they say. See the entire line of products at HotShotSecret.com. Products also available nationwide at automotive retailers, farm and ag stores, truck stops, and more. That's Hotshot Secret. Lee Bucks, the next competitor under the thumb of Michigan Fairgrove, where he calls home the 1972 International 1066. Another great national competitor here with us today. 60-plus years of pulling experience in the sea. Running real strong on the Grand National Circuit so far this season. A couple of top 10 finishes here to start the year in Brandenburg, Kentucky on that Grand National Circuit. About 10 points behind the number 1 spot after a couple of hooks. Lee having a couple wins on the regional national circuit this season as well, winning over in Hartford and also winning over in Charlotte. That's right, Charlotte, the second night of pulling in Charlotte. The second place hook in Adrian. So 1, 1, and 2 the last 3 Region 2 appearances for Lee Butts here. So really strong running tractor so far. Name on the tractor here, Press On, and named after he is, ladies and gentlemen, he in the seat is a cancer survivor here pulling with us today. named after Bible verse there. Press on, Philippians 4:13, where he gets the name behind the tractor there. Continue to press on towards the goal there, Philippians 4:13. So really cool story. Really glad to have him out here with us pulling each and every year. Really great guy. And it's a tough running tractor, just like all these guys here in the Super Farm class. So let's see what he can do. 3:34 and 88, the mark to beat. Mixing it in right there, about 315, 320. We'll wait on that distance. $326.71 and 326.71. That's good enough for number 4 so far. 326.71 for Lee Butts. Robbie Gervin in the seat of the last call. International 1466. Regional national competitor here, just 2 points behind the regional national lead. Had a win, first ever win for the last call international. Robbie in the seat over in Door at the Door Summer Sizzler earlier this season on the 4th of July weekend. And he had a really nice season so far, putting him in that number 2 spot in the regional national points chase. Drivers can choose at the beginning of the year whether to run the Grand National or Regional National circuit. Grand National encompasses the entire country, and hosts will drive in Kentucky, Iowa, Ohio, Illinois. Quite the road trip of hooks, or they can sign up for Regional National points, which are strictly just about all in Michigan, a little bit into Ohio, and sometimes Indiana too, depending on the class. So it just totally depends on what you want to drive. Again, you can show up for either one, but you can only collect points for either the regional group or the Grand National group. But you can run in either one. So that's Grand National guys hopping in with a lot of the regional national hooks throughout the season, because a lot of them do come from right here in the state of Michigan. So it's always nice to have a set of Grand National tractors to run with these regional national guys each and every hook. As the green lights and green flags come out for Robbie Gervin. The last call. Right around that 300-foot plus range, giving up for the last call. Distance there for Robbie, 310.84, 310.84 feet there for the last call international, 310 and 84. Mac Trailer founded. Mac Trailer is a national leader in specialized trailer parts and services with over 12 plant locations and more than 1.8 million square feet of manufacturing space. Mac Trailer has what it takes to make a trailer that fits your needs. not too far of a ride here for the next competitor, Ben Ross out of Lawrence, Michigan. The Twisted Decision, 1990 John Deere 4955. Here next to Hook in the class. The regional national competitor currently sitting number 3 in the Region 2 points chase. Couple of finishes in the number 2 spot so far this season in the Super Farm class. So off to a really nice start. Again, just 7 points behind the leader in the Region 2 circuit. These Super Farms you see here today, 640 cubic inches maximum allowed in the class, 3-inch turbocharger, 3-inch on both the inlet and the outlet, but they are allowed slots on the inlet side. Again, 640 cubic inch maximum, 24.5 maximum width on the tires. 9,300 pounds, including the driver in the seat, and a 20-inch maximum drawbar height on the back. No intercoolers or aftercoolers here in the In-NTPA Super Farm class. Making roughly 1,500 to 1,700 horsepower here in the Super Farm class. Really fun class here. The Twisted Decision, John Deere, Ben Ross, next to go. About that 315 foot range there, the Twisted Decision, John Deere. .316 and 23, 316, 316. And 23 for the Twisted Decision, John Deere. Brandon Height, the next competitor here, first ever time pulling the 1972 John Deere 4320. Again, rookie in the seat. Really cool opportunity here tonight for him. This tractor used to be ran by Bill Wright. Bill Wright out of Canada and run on the Region 2 circuit. Bill Wright passed away here a couple years ago and did a really cool tribute here about a week or two ago over in Hartford for Bill, and now Bill's tractor back over here with us today. New owner Brandon Height in the seat. A little bit of Bill's ashes will be on the ride with them here. Really cool opportunity tonight for Bill Wright's old tractor here. Now Brandon Height, brand new in the seat. Really cool opportunity from Height Family Company sponsoring this tractor. The beautiful John Deere 4320, Brandon out of Marcellus, Michigan. A little bit about Brandon. He enjoys boating, spending time with the dog fishing, riding four-wheelers with his son Mason. So really, really cool getting to have him join us here. First ever hook on the seat of this tractor. First ever time pulling. Brandon Height, the 1972 John Deere 4320. It'll be fun. Watch them continue to learn here throughout the years. Learn how to dial it in. It takes lots and lots of passes. And even all the veterans that have been running for decades still learning each and every hook. let's root them on here. Again, first time competitor in the seat. The John Deere ready to go. Chevy there for first one. How about I give it up for there, Brandon Light in the seat on Marcellus. Right to about that 310-foot range there. We'll see what the number is. 3:11 and 41 at 3:11.41. That's going to be good enough for the number 7 spot so far. 3:11 and 41. One more hook to go here in the 93-pound Superfarm class. Current points leader, multiple-time Region 2 champion now, defending Region 2 champion and Wolverine State champion. It's the Movie Maker International. Signet, Ohio. Matt Casey in the seat here next to go. Also one down at the National Indoor Truck and Tractor Lawn Championships, the Louisville Superfarm Finals down there in Kentucky. Has won one of the sessions down in Bowling Green as well. Really strong running tractor out of Ohio here today. Trying to extend his points lead. Comes in leading by 2 in the Region 2 points chase here so far. Matt Casey out of Signet, Ohio. The Whoopie Maker last to go here in 9,300-pound Superfarm. The lead still stands. Jody Shaendorf and Risky Business at 3:34 and 88. Really nice run there for the Whoopie Maker. Again, seems to be better than 3:34 and 88. He will settle into the number 5 slot here tonight at 3:25 and 86. 3:25 and 86. Give it up for all of our Superfarm competitors as we do a quick rundown in the top 10 here in the Superfarm class. Number 1 here this evening goes, and I'll have him come over and join me. Jody Shaendorf in Risky Business win the class. Number 2 will go to Dave Whelan in My Last Excuse. Number 3, Stan Borda in the Hammer and Hank. Number 4, Lee Butts in the Press On International. Number 5 will go to Matt Casey in the Whoopie Maker. Number 6, Ben Ross in Twisted Decision. Number 7 this evening, Tony Sietzma in the Wolverine Deer. Number 8, Brandon Height in the 1972 John Deere 4320. Kevin McNulty will finish in the number 9 slot this evening in Green Energy. And number 10, Rocker in the Last Call International. Give it up for all of our Superfarm drivers here tonight.
I'm good.
ladies and gentlemen, give a good opportunity for a sponsor moment here. Bex Hybrids helping us out all season long, sponsoring us, and we really appreciate the support here throughout the season. Brad Morehouse here with me tonight, and really excited to have him here. How are you enjoying the show so far? Again, great class of super farms here to get started. How are you enjoying the show here so far?
You know, we couldn't ask for a better night for a bowl other than maybe a few degrees cooler, but it's been a great show so far. A lot of great competitors out here, and been a good show.
Absolutely. Again, we thank you for supporting. I know he's watching the crops here as we get as we get closer and closer to harvest here. Fall's right around the corner. It feels like, even though we're right in the heat of summer. Anything to tell your farmers, those that are out there, to be watching for on their crops like corn, soybeans, things like that. What do you think you want to tell them and share with them as they're getting closer and closer to harvest? Anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, really, we're 90 days away from seeing the first combines roll. So the crops look really good out there. Disease has been pretty well kept at bay. Tar spots out there in a few spots. We're obviously hitting a reproductive stage on the corn, and so that comes to side application here shortly. Other than that, just keep praying for Mother Nature to bring us the rain.
Absolutely. And then those that are out there too, that maybe our person, Bex Seed, any pitch to why buy Bex Seed? Do you have any pitch to them out there?
You know, there's no bad seed brand left in the industry anymore. What it comes down to, why I wake up and go to work every day is truly helping farmers succeed. Bex is a family-owned seed company. We're the third largest seed company in the United States, the fifth largest breeding program in the world now, and obviously the largest family-owned seed company that's ever existed. So just a lot of that to me, the owner of the company, Sunny Beck, always says that if we're not selling seed, we'll try and help farmers succeed in other ways. And so for our practical farm research, we spend a huge amount of dollars there that have nothing to do with our hybrids. It's products and practices to kind of weed through some of the snake oils out there and just be more productive on the farm.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me here this evening. Brad Morehouse of Bex Hybrids and the Bex team, thank you so much for the support all season long. Could I get top three actually over here? I have the winner, but I have trophies for top three. So could I also have Dave Whelan come join me when he gets a second? And I believe third was Stan Morta. Yep, Stan Morta. So could I get Dave Whelan and Stan Morta over here too? I got my winner here, so then we'll get started here. We'll do winners interviews before we get pictures. So that's it. Hey, a couple wins in a row here in Michigan for you guys, and you get top of the seat this time. Jason got the win over in Illinois City. You get the opportunity to hop in here tonight. How'd that pass feel, able to get out there and be able to get the number one spot here tonight?
It was great. I haven't been down here in like 20-some years. I was on the farm stock, and I got my first down here in the farm stock.
Absolutely. That's got to feel great then to be able to get a win here and kind of go full circle moment for you.
Oh, yeah. It's been quite a while, but I want to thank my brother and their family for letting me on this track.
Absolutely. Any sponsors or anything else like that you'd like to thank as well, Tractor, anything like that?
I don't even know who's going to in their contact list. We'll thank them all. Thank this crowd for coming to watch us. We appreciate it. And we're all
Absolutely. That is most important to you guys, the fans. And again, you're going to have someone that caught your Frisbee there earlier going home with a free t-shirt, the one that caught your Frisbee there. So make sure if you caught the Whiskey Business John Deere Frisbee, make your way down to our Wolverine Colors merchandise table, and that where you can turn that Frisbee in. I'll have a couple of people joining. We'll do pictures here. But this is your first place Cass County Fair Super Farm Trophy. You get to go home with us this evening. Give it up, Whiskey Business, Jody Shandor in the seat, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight.
Two more to go.
good deal. Again, give it up for our super farm competitors. The biggest stand more today. Finishing number 3 spot this evening. And Dave Willen as well. He'll make his way over here in a minute.
They're
and
doing
second
winners
place
right
trophy
now.
for him as well.
Yeah, you can sit for a minute. They're looking at the sled.
I know I got a few good readers.
And you're right there.
So let's take a second here. Hot Farm will be next. Hot Farm will be next here. 9,500-pound Hot Farm class. 10 entries to run.
Yep. Hopefully the rest go pretty fast too. The shade should be coming for you soon.
So, gentlemen, also our second place winner tonight. Give it up for My Last Excuse, Dave Whelan here this